One of my favorite ways of playing rhythm guitar is very Hendrix influence, where he would take a chord shape and kind of play riffs around a chord. So we're going to do some of that now. So check out this example and then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay, so here's what I'm doing for some of those chord shapes. First shape, I'm thinking E, barring on the 9th fret, playing the D and the G string, and then hammering on to the D string to the 11th fret. Back to the 9th fret, D and G. 3rd finger goes to the 11th fret on the A string. So this chord we end up with is actually an inversion of an E chord. It's an E chord with a G sharp or the 3rd in the bass. Then I'm going to use that same idea, but play it for a B chord. So down to the 4th fret, I'm going to play this. Exact same riff, but now I'm playing a B chord. So barring on the 4th fret, hammering on from the D string, 4 to 6, back to the 4th fret, landing with my 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the A string, and then playing an A chord. So far we've done this. Then I'm going to repeat that, E, B, and now I'm just going to slide down to A. So I'm going to keep the 3rd in the bass. So here's my A chord. I have C sharp in the bass. This is a first inversion A chord. And then I'm going to add this little fill to it. So these are fourths. I'm playing on the 4th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the B, sliding up 2 frets and back down. Okay, now I'm back to the E, and I'm back to the B. Now I'm going to play a C sharp minor 7 chord, and I'm going to hammer on with my 4th finger here on the E string, hammer on, pull off, and do the same idea on the B string. And then land on the G. And now I'm going to go back to the A chord. I have a little hammer on from 2 to 4 on the A string before getting to that A. So here's what we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm back to an E chord. And now I'm going to play a B chord, but I'm going to base it off of the bar chord with the root on the 7th fret. So I'm going to play the top of that chord, and then my 4th finger is going to hammer on the B string. And that's it. I could hammer on to any string on the 9th fret. I could hammer on to the high E, or the B, or even the G. In this case, I hammered onto the B string. So if you can visualize that, here's a B bar chord. Take the top of that chord. That leaves your 4th finger open to do some hammer-ons. And then I slid down to an A. And the final lick, hammer on and pull off on the high E string, landing finally on the root note E, because I'm playing over an E chord. So I landed from B, back to A, little riff over the A, finishing the A chord with an E note, back to E. And that's some Hendrix.